Welcome to Broadcasting Our Readers' Interesting New Genres. This week we are focused on the genre of young adult books. Today, competing for a place in Boring's Bookshelf of Fame is Gary Paulsen, author of The River, and Tom Engelberger and Paul Dellinger, authors of Fuzzy. Let's begin with Gary Paulsen. What makes you think your book belongs on Boring's Bookshelf of Fame?
Hi, my name is Gary Paulsen. Thanks for having me. And are your parents divorced, and do you have a larger than average quantity of vocabulary words to verbalize your emotions? Then you will enjoy reading my many books about children with divorced parents and genius level IQ, exceptional vocabulary, and greater than average survival skills. You can read along as Brian, an average kid exactly like you. Well, if your parents are divorced and you have a genius level IQ and an impressive lexicon of vocabulary words, they must survive many impossible challenges, such as crossing a river or keeping a man in a coma alive with no medical training, or maybe even making a fire with 2 sticks and perhaps a leaf.
Interesting. As a follow-up question, what sets you apart from the authors of Fuzzy?
Well, Jerry, what I think is better about my books is that people can completely relate to my characters, as long as their parents are divorced and the readers are members of Mensa and they can keep people in comas alive without any medical training for at least 3 days, like my characters can. I had a very stressful childhood, and I tend to mix it into my stories, along with as many intellectual sounding sentences as I can think of that my characters could say, such as, I admire the ethics, like on page 74, or psychologically wrong on page 35, and the mosquitoes, they're partially lessened on page 37. I also used unconscious form on page 100, and I think this makes my books highly interesting to people exactly like me. I think other authors and I are similar because we both tend to have some sort of crisis in our books. For instance, in my book, The River, the crisis was when Derek Holzer was struck by lightning into a coma, leaving only a genius high school student whose parents are divorced and his skills include flying planes to tend to his medical needs.
Thank you. Same question to our next guest. What makes you think your book's style belongs on Boring's Bookshelf of Fame?
Thank you. It's good to be here. Hello, I am Tom Engelberger, and this is my partner,
Paul Beep Dellinger Bop Beep.
and we write books using all the dopeness words you kids use, such as What the Zark, page 130, and Goody Two Shoes, page 158. Also, we use No, Zark, and Way, page 137. You can yeet this epicness book into your brain's knowledge anytime you wish. Anything to add, Paul?
Beep boop bop, epicness confirmed. Our next question is, what sets you apart from Gary Paulsen's style?
Thanks for asking. All the kids in our book are completely lit and epically dumbified. They spend a lot of time talking, like all kids do, about vice principals being buggin' big time, page 53. To help the reader understand the dopeness of our writing, we explain the dope words we use, such as buggin' big time, on the next page, page 54. This helps our readers get on our level. Don't be hating on our book, it's on fleek.
Bop boop beep, RT for sure.
Another thing we do differently is that we are obsessed with the military. Our main character is a military robot. We even describe people as looking like military vehicles. For instance, the woman was built like a tank, page 96.
Bop beep boop, turn it up, I can't even. Thanks for that. Anything else would you like to add?
Yes, our book is so fire that our swag style cannot be contained in words. We drew circuits on top of each chapter, and page numbers look like on and off buttons, so our less smart but dope readers know this book is about robots.
Bop beep, yes.
Before we leave, we would like to suggest our other lit book, Poop Fountain.
Great. Well, it appears that our listeners will get to choose who won. That was all from Boring for today. I hope you tune in next week for our next 2 authors, which have not been announced yet.